We have our first Valve StreamDeck, and it's having some charging issues. It's charging on one side, it'll sometimes boot, sometimes not. We're hoping it's a port problem, but we're going to find out. So let's get it apart and see what's going on. Purposes, we'll be working in the targeted area on this side of the board, and when we flip it, we'll be working here. We're set up to begin working on the port. In order to work on the port, I'm going to need to set up my equipment, and while I set up my equipment, let me throw up my expected temperatures for this job. These temperatures are brought to you by the associate links in the description. If you go to my video description and click on one of these links and buy any of this equipment, a small portion of that purchase will go to supporting the channel. It won't cost you an extra dime. I greatly appreciate it. I think our approach is going to be to flood the anchors with low melt, and then I'm going to flip the board and pull it from the other side because I don't want to apply heat directly around these BGA chips here. Ideally, these ports do have a hidden row, so low melting the visible pins will not be very fruitful. Okay, we're going to flip the board. All right, see what I need to protect. There's a little plastic LED there. See if I have anything around here I can cover those with. There's several shields here. All right, wish me luck. Really don't like having to do it this direction, but this board is not wetting very fast. Feel like I got enough low melt in there. See if we can get it to budge now. Okay. It is off. Don't have a lot of room to move around, so I'm just kind of setting it on there and letting it soak it up. Change our orientation so I can do these pads. Carefully clean off. Add a ball solder to our iron. I'd like it to actually go on the tip, much as possible. And we're just going to run that ball over these pads, ideally. We're not really trying to make contact with the iron. And there we go. Lots of parts kind of close to the port, so you're going to have to be pretty careful. Prep our port. Alrighty, that'll do. It's not seeming to be sitting right. Oh, there's some sort of plastic nubs. Does not seem to be fitting right. Look at these 2 ports. So it certainly seems on a new port, these nubs are not in the same place. These do not seem like they're the same port. They're close, they're not the same. And it's causing me an installation issue. So let me see if I can source these ports. I'll be back. I hope you're getting value out of this video. Just a reminder, if you find you're not ready to tackle this, I do offer these services, both locally and mail-in. Just head over to micromage.repair, click free quote, fill out the form, and I'll get back to you personally. If you mention this video, I'll give you 10% off on your repair. I'm not seeing anything that's an exact match, so what I'm probably going to end up having to do is grind off these plastic nubs here to fit it, because they definitely don't line up. But otherwise, it's pretty close. So I think they're the only thing that's getting in the way, so let's get rid of those if we can. I'm just going to grind them off, at least try to. Don't have them all the way off there. Okay, see how this fits. That's going to fit much better. Excellent. So a little modification required. Pull it down. Alrighty, I'm going to continue cleaning up off camera, and then we'll put it back together and give it a test. See how we did. Okay, we're back up and running, and we are charging on both sides. As you can see, we're pulling charging current, and we are up to 4% on the battery. Now, like I said, it is charging on both sides. Fan is spinning, so it appears we have solved the issue with just the port. Thankfully, because I really don't know the power circuitry on this just yet, but I'm sure we'll encounter stuff going forward. Anyway, we're going to let this charge for a while, then we'll get it back together, and I'll come back once we know for sure it's charging and acting normally, or at least as normally as we know. And we're back up and running. It's up to about 30%. I'm convinced that it's working good. I don't have a dock for it right now because this is the first one I've ever seen, but if these become a common thing, I'll probably pick one up. The customer doesn't use it on a dock, so I'm not overly concerned about it, but something we will need to test in the future. Pretty cool little unit, not too bad to disassemble and get into. As you saw in the disassembly, there are a couple of little tricky cables behind the board that you need to be careful about, but other than that, pretty painless. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy this next one. Until then, God bless and have a great day.